now. For as a result of confusing the real world of nature with mere signs such as money, stocks and bonds, title deeds, and so forth, we are destroying nature. This is a disaster. Time to wake up. For what is reality? Obviously, no one can say. Reality isn't material, that's just an idea. Reality isn't spiritual, that's just an idea. Reality is...
Peace, this is DJ Ohlow, and you're tuned into Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax, VA. This is On Beat with Ohlow. I'm sitting here with a good friend of mine, VE. What's good, VE?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
VE is an abbreviation for Vietnamese Express.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yes, what's up, man? VE is a hip-hop producer in the area. He works with some local MCs, and they've got a group called Top Ramen Noodles, TRN. They do a lot of shows here in Fairfax. Did a lot of shows this summer, man.
Yep.
That's what's up, man. Talk to us, VE. What's going on, man? What's behind the name, man? Vietnamese Express.
Vietnamese Express. Vietnamese Express mean it's my expression on music. It's my expression now on how I make a beat. How does that beat come out? How am I feeling with that sample? What that sample gonna have a story for an MC to, you know, express their feeling on. And Vietnamese Express is an expression from a Vietnamese guy who made beat. And most of the time that I express my feeling on those beats, you know what I mean? And that's how it's gonna come out. Expression, creativity, you know what I mean?
Expression and creativity, yeah, that's what's up, man. I like how you said that too, man. Cause that's what music is. It's expression, creativity, and your inner being, man. Your talent, you know what I'm saying? Your skill, your knowledge. So where did you get your knowledge, man? Your knowledge of music. You know, tell the people where you're from, man. You know, give them your story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know too much about you. I'm sure a lot of people have heard your music, but I don't know how many people know your story about where you're from and how long you've been in the States. Not too many people know that, you know, that you've been in the States now for too long. And let us know how you got into hip hop and how you got into, I know you keep talking about drums, but let us know, like, you know, how you got into all that, man, playing drums and doing these things. To this point, you know what I'm saying? To this point of making hip hop music today in 2012.
Well, I was born and raised in Vietnam from '89 to '03, and lion dance drumming really got me into music. Actually, the first instrument that I ever played was lion dance drumming, and back in Vietnam, back in the day, that every single Lunar New Year's that always have dragon dance celebration, you know. And every time I see that in my neighborhood, I was like, wow, I want to be on them drum. That's me right there. That's me playing them drum right there. And after that, we formed a small group with my friend in my neighborhood and bought lion dance mascot and everything and perform every New Year ritual. And then after that, in my country they have different tradition. Like, for example, for a funeral, that they want to keep a deceased person body at home for like three days, so the people in the neighborhood could come through, light up an incense, and pay respect. You know what I mean? And while they do that, they always had a band there, live 24/7, playing the music while, you know.
You said this is for a funeral, right?
Yep. For a
funeral.
Yep. For people to come through, and while they pay respect, that music gonna be playing in the background. And they didn't teach me or anything, man. I was just, you know, the sound was just, you know, everything was just there. Drum, cymbal, crash, gong, you know, all kind of instrument was there. And I was like, I want to play that drum right there. So I keep listen. Nobody teaching me, you know what I mean? And just one day that the band wasn't there for some reason, and they had to do a lunch ceremony, and the monk was there, but the band wasn't there. So me and 3 of my friends just hop on it, and we start doing it, and we do exactly how they did it, you know what I mean? And ever since that day that I fall in love with drumming, you know what I mean? And ever since, man.
You know the name of the drum? Because the drum you're talking about is a traditional Vietnamese drum, right? It's not like drums, like, you know, like drums, regular drums, like it's jazz drums or rock and roll drums.
It's like this drumming actually used in the temple, you know what I mean? For ritual and ceremony, it's a little too small drum made out of, you know, cow height or you know, ox height, and matched with cymbal and gong in the background to go with the rhythm. It's not, you know, music standard drumming.
Yeah, it's traditional Vietnamese.
Yep, traditional Vietnamese
instruments.
Just wood and cow height. That's
yeah,
it.
that's what's up, man. All right, so so at this point, now what year was this? That you're part of the, you know, the funeral.
It was
funeral
like
band.
it was like 9 years old, all the way until, you know, to the time that I fly to America.
So this was like 1998.
98, something like that. 98 all the way in 03.
And so at this point in 1998, you still didn't even know what hip hop was yet.
No,
not at all.
It's like third world country is different, man. You know where I'm at is we be listening to Michael Jackson back in 03, and we think it was not in 93. In 93, I heard people bumming Michael Jackson over there, and then when I got a little older, like 10 years old, I started listening to Michael Jackson, and we thought it was, you know, at that time he just gotten famous,
like it was brand new, right?
Like brand new, but you know, we are so behind music. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that you're behind though, man. See, that's the thing, man. A lot of people talk about this too, man, because, you know, all right, so you're from Vietnam, man. You know what I'm saying? My family is from Afghanistan. And it's the same thing over there, man. When they got music, to me, growing up in the States over here, I was like, oh man, you guys are getting that stuff late. Like that, you guys are behind. But realistically, man, like, I mean, yeah, it's true, they get it late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other countries do get it late. Now it's different because of the internet. But another thing about other countries too is that they respect good music. They only bring in good music. They don't bring in the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, in the States, you have a few good songs and a lot of trash. You know what I mean?
True that.
So like you said, like, all right, so you said, you know, Michael Jackson. This was what, in 1998?
Yeah.
1999, you listen to Michael Jackson,
Yep.
right? And you talking about Michael Jackson, probably like Thriller album.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like Beat It,
Yep.
Human Nature, Thriller, these songs like that, right?
Yep.
PYT.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. But yeah, man, here in the States, you know, there's so much music, man, that it's just like, you always feel like, all right, so I heard it, now I have to hear the next song. You know, I heard this one, I gotta hear the next one. So it's this like conditioning, this mental conditioning that we have here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion, you know what I mean? I can't talk for anybody else. It's my opinion. But there's like this mental conditioning that says, you know, all right, this song is old, I'm sick of it, so I gotta have the new one. But in other countries, man, they respect good music, man. A lot of people, I get a lot of emails, and a lot of people always ask me, they're like, you know, what happened to the U.S. music scene? It used to be so good and so popular, but now it's like, you know, it's falling off, man. You know, in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion, it's falling off. There's more music coming from outside of the United States that's more popular, and that's better. There's, you know, new musicians coming out.
Yep.
And so yeah, I definitely, I didn't want to keep talking about all that, but yeah, I definitely feel what you're saying about that, man. But so okay, back to your story, man. So 1998, you're listening to Michael Jackson. You're part of a funeral band, and you don't know anything about hip hop yet.
Well, I wasn't an official, you know, like with the band, you know what I mean? I'm just a kid in the neighborhood, you know, and every time that there's a funeral and it came to the neighborhood, they always welcome me, come through, you know, play the drumming. And, you know, food service and everything. You eat congee at late night time, playing car, you know, it's just a tradition, you know what I'm saying?
It was just the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just the way it was.
Yep. I wasn't, you know, officially part of the band, but they always want me, you know, yo, this little kid, 8, 9 years old, they could play the drum. I didn't even teach them, you know what I'm saying? Come through, you know. But some people say it's bad luck for a kid to go to a funeral all the time, every single night to play drumming. Some of them actually like it because they like the talent that you able to play those instruments at such an early age and without any, you know, nobody teaching you at all. But just that's the way how I learn, man. It's just like,
so you just picked it up, you just started doing it.
Yeah.
Right? You just got into it.
I'm pretty blessed, man. I got a good ear, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
You do have a good ear, man. Yeah, that's good, man. And that is a blessing, man, because a lot of people don't have that. You know, a lot of people have other skills in music and things like that, but you know, you really need to have a really good ear and the patience, you know what I'm saying, to make really good music, man. And that's cool, man. We're at a time now, you know, we're listening to the beats that you hear in the background are actually beats that were all made by VE. Let me just get to this next one here. This is a pretty cool one. Let me play this one, man. What's this one called?
C flute.
C flute. Yeah,
Yep.
Let me play this for a second.